Chad, what a game. I can't believe Dad showed up. He was even sober.
Did Mama Missy come too?
No, Dad said there wasn't enough room in the truck. I almost offered to stay home, but I couldn't miss the game. Mom smiled and said she understood.
Guess what?
Yeah, what?
I'm going to the prom.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right, and guess who with?
You're serious, aren't you?
As serious as a heart attack, I'm going with Megan.
Yeah, right. Wow, Mom, did you hear that?
I heard you two in here carrying on, but isn't that normal?
Mom, I heard that Chad's going to a prom with a girl. Chad, what's a prom?
It's a big old fancy dance, my little sister.
Ooh, can I go too? Chad, please?
Oh, come here, honey. In about 10 years, the boys will be standing in line waiting to take you. But for right now, just be patient, little lady.
The heck you're going to the prom. I ain't forking out no good money for one stupid night. Ain't gonna do much get you in trouble anyway. Ain't that right, Mama?
Hey, it's not so bad, Dad. His date is rich, and it's not a formal dance, so it won't cost too much.
Chad, just cause you won a little high school game don't make you no hero. Ain't no one gonna remember in a month anyway, so just get off your high horse.
Come on, Kenneth, let's go to bed.
It's just a dance, Dad.
Just a dance, Dad. Well, when I was your age, I was getting ready to get drafted in the service. Had to go to a foreign country to fight. Look what it got me. Married too young. Said you couldn't stand not being married before I left. I mean, you needed a name. Ain't that right, Mama? I didn't think I was coming back anyway, so what the heck? A wife, a baby, a war. What a year, what a life.
Still feeling sorry for himself. What a shame. It was a hard year, but it doesn't have to be a bad life. Sure, he made a few wrong choices, but why can't he see the good in it too? He did come home from the war, shaken up by it, but he did come home to a wife who loved him and worked hard to please him. And oh, what a handsome baby boy they had. Things could have gone much differently. It's so disappointing. When he left 37 years ago, his group was just as valiant as his son's group. Their request to be together to help each other was just as sincere as his son's. His group has failed. Oh, how I hope his son's group will succeed in what I think they're about to attempt. For the father's sake as well as the son's. There is still hope. He's not due back until... Come in.
Could I ask you a quick question?
Sure, surely.
Megan, I'm sorry we had to double the last minute, but Dad was drunk and wouldn't give me the keys.
Would you quit, Chad? I love doubling. Sean and Kayla are both our good friends, and besides, they're a lot of fun.
What's up, man? You having a good time?
Yeah, it's awesome, man. But don't forget, we got a big game in the big city tomorrow night. Hey, you want to check the place out after the game?
No, thanks. Haven't you been invited to the water basketball playoffs in the pool after the game?
No, who forgot to invite me? Oh, well, I'll play, but I'm on your team.
I just have to give you a hug.
Oh my gosh, who is that?
Can't believe it.
Chad, what is he doing here?
How'd you get here without the car, Chad?
Double, Dad, you're drunk. You need to go home.
Is that little rich girl that couldn't go to a tuxedo fair? Since my son's so rude, let me introduce myself.
Please, Daddy, please go back to the truck. Chad, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chad. I'm scared, Chad.
What'd you do to Missy? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, big man on campus. You go ahead and have your night. Don't you come back to my house ever. You're more trouble than you're worth.
No, you leave her here.
Missy's not to you anymore, you got it?
Chad, stop. Let him go. It'll be all right. I've called the police. They're on their way. He won't get far, and then you can take your sister home. Sorry, son. I hope this hasn't spoiled your evening. Come on, everybody. Let's go about our business of having a good time.
Now, let's go sit down. Megan, I'm sorry I've ruined your night.
You didn't, Chad, but your dad gave it a good shot.
Oh, Chad, look at it this way. It livened up the dance.
Leave it to Kayla to scrounge out some humor in the most awkward of moments.
Well, it's better than getting depressed.
Look, Chad, I know that must have shaken you up, but no one's thinking any less of you. I know, but he still is my father. I've tried to keep my family away from you guys for years, so you wouldn't have to see what a jerk my father really is. I always knew something like this would happen, but why tonight? Maybe you ought to call home and warn your mother about what's happened. You're probably right. Thanks for all you guys have done. Just thanks. The weird thing about all this is, somewhere deep down, I still love him.
Chad, we need to talk to you. Would you like to come into my office?
No, sir. Here will be fine.
Chad, your father's been in an accident, a very serious one. Your father and your sister have been transported to the medical university.
You said serious, are they?
I don't know, son. They both were still alive when I left the scene. But your sister, well, she wasn't doing very well.
Come on, I'll drive you and Megan to the hospital.
We'll be right behind you, Chad.
That last group sure was a restless bunch. I know I shouldn't say this, but I'm glad they've all been born. Good luck, Earth.
Now, Sister Barrington, we prefer to think of that group of spirits as challenges. You'd be surprised how many of those challenges turn into great heroes later.
I'm sure you're right. But all the same, I'm going to say an extra prayer on behalf of their dear mothers who should be delivering them just about now. Something tells me they're going to need an awful lot of prayers. How's my first group doing that I sent?
Well, I think whether they realize it or not, they're beginning to find each other.
But in finding each other, how are they doing with their friendships?
I have great hopes for this group, Sister Barrington. Please, kids, you're doing great. Don't let me down now.
Chad, whatever happens, this is not your fault.
Mom, you don't know what happened.
Yes, son, I do. Megan met us in the foyer and told us everything. I'm telling you, Chad, this is not your fault. Your dad's been this way for years. Maybe I should have left him a long time ago. Maybe it's really my fault for allowing him to do this to us. I tried to leave him several times, but Chad, Kenneth, I still love him. When he's sober, he's not all bad. He's really pretty sweet. And somewhere in there is that young man that I fell in love with, and I just keep waiting for him to come back.
Mom, I know what you're saying, but just hoping won't change, Dad.
Mom, Kenneth's right. If Missy and Dad pull through this, we gotta do something.
Mrs. Martin, here's some water. Thank you. The doctor will be with you very soon.
Can you tell us how they are?
I'm sorry I can't, but he'll be here very shortly. Okay.
If anything happens to my little sister.
Excuse me, Mrs. Martin?
Yes.
Yes, I'm Dr. Jones. Now, I know you've had a long and anxious evening. I've just come from the operating room. Your husband is in serious but stable condition. Now, he's got a broken right leg and a skull fracture and the usual bruises and swelling. But the thing that has me the most concerned is the way his blood pressure shot up on us. And when we tested his blood, we found an unusually high amount of alcohol in it. Now, I'm not sure how to ask you this, but does your husband have a drinking problem?
Well,
Yes.
He's had a very bad one, and it has for years.
Well, while he's in here, we need to check this out. If we ignore it, he's just sitting on a time bomb waiting to explode. Now, I can run some other tests on him, and I'll have his liver checked out, and I'll get back to you on these things. Now, about your daughter. I'm afraid she's not doing very well. She has a pretty serious head injury. It is a little too early to tell just how bad it is, but she does have an awful lot of swelling. She also has a punctured right lung, and she's lost a lot of blood for such a little girl. If she makes it through the night, her chances of recovery are pretty good, as long as she doesn't have any other hidden internal injuries. Now, I can let you see her, but only for a few moments.